Hey, hi. First, I'll let you know that there's a link to some important information about how early stage prostate cancer has been being cured for decades without surgery, hospital stay, or ugly side effects. That same technology was used on me in 2007. Now, in this presentation, you'll see how the Felon's policies are already causing food prices to quickly increase. This is just the beginning, folks. There are so many people that did a stupid thing by voting for a criminal felon for president of the country. Life as we know it in the United States is about to come to an end. The felon-in-chief is not normal. The price increase discussed in this video that you will see here is just the beginning. There is much more to come. Mexico, Canada, Europe, China, and Russia are all examining their options on either not trading with or placing tariffs on goods from America. The felon-in-chief is now disrupting the planet and will be the cause of a lot of suffering across our country due to tariffs imposed on the U.S. by Canada, Mexico, Europe, China, and Russia. It seems basically that the idiot felon is declaring a trade war with other countries on the planet, and we will have to suffer and bear the cost. I doubt it, but I only hope that he will learn somehow, some way, that the U.S. is not a standalone silo, and we are all connected. The guy has almost zero common sense. Remember, he suggested the use of disinfectants intravenously to stop COVID. And in another incident, he had the dumbass idea of deploying a nuclear weapon over U.S. soil in a hurricane. The executive orders that he signed are short-sighted and will cause the rest of the world to turn against him and America. And we will suffer because of his ignorance. Please watch this video.
Instead of lowering food prices, now thanks to Trump, the costs are rising. Hello everybody, David Schuster here. Across the United States, the Trump administration's immigration raids have begun. From coast to coast, there are a growing number of scenes like this.
Our cameras capturing one man being taken into custody.
É muito triste.
Neighbors and the heavily migrant community surprised and saddened to see it go down.
The raids going down in California are now prompting headlines, including this one. Trump's immigration plans are already wrecking the food industry. Immigrant farm workers are
He's already fucking up the country.
scared to show up to work. Quote, Bakersfield, California saw a massive drop-off in the number of field workers showing up for work Tuesday while ICE agents and unmarked Chevy Suburbans rounded up and detained immigrants in the area, profiling individuals they believe to be field workers, reported Cal Matters.
Now remember, they're chasing immigrants. It doesn't say illegal immigrants, just immigrants. I mean, our domestic companies here in America are hiring immigrants to do certain jobs in the country. And the idiot felon is fucking it up.
Result, acres of unpicked oranges roasting in the California sun at the height of the season. California's Central Valley, where Bakersfield is located, produces about a quarter of the nation's food. According to Cal Matters, a nonpartisan nonprofit news organization, undocumented migrant workers comprise more than half of the valley's agricultural workforce. Quote, undocumented workers have been targeted walking in and out of gas stations, getting breakfast at Home Depot, or while driving along the 99 highway, leaving many with no other option than to simply stay at home. We're in the middle of our citrus harvesting, Casey Creamer, president of the industry group California Citrus Mutual, told Cal Matters. This sent shockwaves through the entire community. People aren't going to work and kids aren't going to school. Yesterday, about 25% of the workforce. Today, 75% didn't show up. Higher prices are...
Now remember, this is only the citrus product. There's a whole host of other agricultural products that will be affected. This is just the beginning.
Already showing up in agricultural supply chains. According to analysts and farmers, losing the bulk of America's agricultural workforce so quickly is a recipe for economic devastation.
Well, there's no question in the United States we have a shrinking workforce. Anything that happens from a policy standpoint that reduces people in our workforce is going to make it very difficult for industry, and certainly for agriculture. We would be in big trouble if we lost workforce.
And the troubles are now intensifying, not just in agricultural fields, farms, and food processing plants. Amidst the deportation efforts, the Trump administration has already rolled back an Obama-era directive that limited where customs and enforcement agents could conduct their raids. Now, the Trump administration has directed immigration and customs enforcement agents to go anywhere.
The Trump...
See, now dumbass is rolling stuff back that was created strictly because a Democrat did it. That's the only reason he's rolling it back. He's like so short-minded and vengeful. It's ridiculous.
Administration authorizing ICE agents to target schools and churches.
Some people are going to have to hide and stay out of sight. You know, maybe some kids won't go to school. We don't know.
The Trump administration is also dramatically ratcheting up the pressure now on migrants trying to get into the United States. Even though border crossings at the end of the Biden administration reached the lowest level in 4 years, President Trump has declared the U.S.-Mexico border a national emergency.
Now, I want to emphasize what he just said. Under the Biden administration, it was under the lowest level in 4 years.
And is dispatching military troops.
Trump officials are considering deploying 10,000 soldiers to the border and using U.S. bases to hold migrants awaiting deportation, according to an internal memo obtained by CBS News. U.S. border agents were also directed this week to immediately fingerprint and deport migrants crossing into the country illegally, without giving them the opportunity to request asylum.
That's right. Now, when migrants try to cross into the United States, they are not being given the opportunity to apply for asylum. In other words, people who are trying to flee violence and persecution in their home country, say in South America, can no longer point to that in order to get safe refuge in the United States, and they cannot even get a court hearing.
That traditionally has been an obligation under domestic and international refugee law designed to ensure that governments are not sending people to places where they could be persecuted. But that asylum law under, again, domestic and international treaties has now been suspended effectively by this order by President Trump.
Now, I have no illusions about this. Most Americans are probably not going to care if undocumented migrants are sent back to countries where they face violence or persecution. The issue of asylum, unfortunately, doesn't seem to be much of a concern for a majority of Americans, despite this country's proud history of being a beacon of freedom and hope. The Statue of Liberty has a quote that says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your humbled masses yearning to be free." Well, in MAGA world, even Lady Liberty might be considered a subversive threat. But the one issue that may cut through on all of this is the price of food. Americans said the rising cost of eggs and other basics was a key factor in wanting to get rid of President Biden and replace him with Donald Trump.
That's because those people are stupid.
And what Trump is doing now, at the beginning of his administration, is tightening the supply of agricultural and food industry labor. With fewer workers to pick the crops or work in the food plants, prices will continue to surge. And by all accounts, the deportation effort across the United States is aggressive and sweeping, as Fox News witnessed in a ride-along with ICE agents.
And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
FYI, I just want to share this little piece of information with you. It is a fact that President Obama deported more immigrants than President Trump did. Trump talks a lot, and he creates lots of drama around anything that he wants to create drama around. He makes it look like he's doing a huge job, but he's not. He's just talking whatever he wants to babble about, and that's it. But anyway, thank you again for watching. And remember, under this video, in the comment section, I've placed a link that will show you how to find technology anywhere in the country that will cure early stage prostate cancer like it did me in 2007. Please visit that link when you can. Thank you for watching.